We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Chargers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. They started on the ground with Eckler. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 34 yards there and a first down. He told us he wanted to have a big game running the football. He predicted well north of 100 yards. That's a heck of a start.
And we thought he was just blustering, right? We thought he was just kind of talking and trying to maybe talk himself into it. He knew something, and now that confidence is going sky high.
And they're already in plus territory. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Boy, nearly intercepted right away. The Chargers at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them, and I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. This is swung out to Eckler. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Herbert. Incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Again, Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's Wilson to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now it's Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. On second down, a run with Hall.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
It's Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
It inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet 1st down. Yesterday, that's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Elijah Moore.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, maybe that'll help them settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about it.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down. A call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On second down and 4. Herbert over the middle. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To throw again on second down. Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Herbert throwing again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
Myers' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Extra point attempt to follow here. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Jets 14, Chargers 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be knocked down just inside the 35.
A gain of 41 yards on the play.
On first down, it's Herbert. It completes it once more to Anderson. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 3.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, Herbert.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Herbert operating from the red zone. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown! Austin Ekeler with career touchdown number 60.
And the Chargers have cut it back within a score.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
On the draw, it's Hall.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot him. The Charger drive about to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Up the middle with Ekeler. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Herbert off of play action. That is caught by Anderson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. Draw play. It's Eckler. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen from 17 yards out.
And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 17-14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Fair catch. Made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the turnover, here's Herbert.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, They're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away.
The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep.
And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down up past the 15. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
They go play action with Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Come on, set.
They go play action now. Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Second and 9 from the 44.
Throwing is Wilson. And he'll find Hall.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The tackle by Quincy Williams.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right pass.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he's going to get this down close to a 1st at about the Jets' 24. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Herbert on 3rd down now. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Carl Lawson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been...
He's got a man, complete, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 60 yards.
And the Jets take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Jets 28, Chargers 34.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Charger drive about to get going. Last time, they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Herbert now. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Eckler now between the tackles.
79 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Herbert. Found his target. It's Anderson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak.
And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Eckler. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
That was a huge play on third down. So now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. From 4 yards out. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's going to look deep for more. And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And to get deep on me here, I like that. Going to the next level of what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. One receiver left, that's Allen. Now it's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Myers' kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on against the end, they'll kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Hall ought to give up the middle.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Hall again.
And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swung and stopped them for almost no gain.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Wilson to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Ali. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Moore, the man in motion. Throwing now is Wilson. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Here comes the 8th play Here's Wilson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. One last shot for Wilson. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
This one came right down the wire. Seemingly had one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for the Chargers, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they dip to 2-5 now with the loss.